right, here we go. This is review 5-3. You have two interest formulas that we give you. All right, here's one and here's the other. The second one we use when it says compounded continuously. Continuously. For every other one, when it says compounded daily, weekly, monthly, hourly, whatever, that is the equation that you use. Okay? So number 7, Cynthia has $8,000 she would like to invest. Oh, let me back up. Let me define the variables real quick. Don't necessarily write this down in these spots, write these elsewhere, but your A value represents your ending amount. Your P is your starting amount, otherwise known as your principal. Your N is the number of times compounded, T, not T, D, D-E-D, per year, or I could say annually. So if it says compounded monthly, that's 12 times in a year. R is your rate. And remember, it's always as a decimal. All right? And T is time. And the units is in years. Okay? So those are what they stand for. You're going to have to know that part, though. I will give you the equations, but you're going to need to know how to use it. Okay? So here we go. Cynthia's $8,500 she would like to invest. She found a mutual fund that would return 8.4% compounded weekly. How much would be in the account after 3 years? So she has $8,500 she would like to invest. Well, that's a starting point. That means now she wants to know how much she will have after the 3 years, which, speaking of 3 years, there's your time. It will return 8.4%. Remember, turn that into a decimal, so it's 0.084. Move it twice. And it's compounded weekly. If you do something weekly, you do it 52 times in the year, because there are 52 weeks in a year. So here's your equation. A equals 8,500 times 1 plus 0.084 divided by 52 raised to the 52nd times 3. And then shove all that in your calculator. Take a second, pause the video, shove it in your calculator. I'm going to do it right now. And you will have $10,933.84 in your account after 3 years. All right, which isn't too bad. 3 years you make, what, $2,500? Well, $3,000. $3,400 actually. All right. And there you go. And so for the rest of these, I'm going to burn through these. I know you did that quite quick, but really there's 3 parts to it. A, do you know what is what? B, can you build the equation? C, can you properly put that equation in your calculator? All right, I know that sounds like a silly skills, but you'd be surprised. All right, number 8. James would like to buy a car when he graduates in 2 years. He thinks that $7,000 would be enough to buy what he wants. How much would he need to invest in an account paying 5.6% compounded continuously so that he can afford the vehicle? Right. James would like to buy a car when he graduates in 2 years. So your time frame is 2 years. He thinks $7,000 would be enough. So he wants $7,000 in 2 years. So that is an ending amount to make you want. How much does he need to invest now in an account paying 5.6%? Erase. 5.6%, so that's 0.056%. Compounded continuously. Well, if it's continuously, we don't need the N because we are using that equation. All right? So here we go. A equals 7,000 equals P times E to the 0.056 times 2. All right? Now, since we're solving for P and it's over here, to get something like this to the other side, you simply need to divide by E to the whatever. Okay? So you don't have to rewrite this, just say 7,000 divided by all of this. And your answer, P, equals, go ahead and pause and do it. All right, we're back. P equals $6,258.31. That is how much he needs to invest now in order to be able to do this. Cool. All right, last but not least. Amanda is looking through investment options. Option 1 is a bond that promises 8% in 6 years, compounded continuously. Continuously. So that means the second equation. Option 2 is a stock option that promises 10% in 5 years, compounded quarterly. What is the overall difference between these options if she has $2,000 to invest? All right, so she's starting off with $2,000. That's her investment. Okay. Option 1 is a bond that promises 8% in 6 years, so that's 0.08 in 6 years. Compounded continuously, so we don't need that one. So A equals 2,000 e to the 0.08 times 6. All right, that's the setup for that one. Let's go set up the other one. Option B is a stock option that promises 10%. Well, that's 10% as a decimal is 0.1. In 5 years, so T is time, compounded quarterly. Well, if you do something quarterly, you did it 4 times in the year. So your equation is A equals 2,000 times 1 plus 0.1 divided by 4 to the 4 times 5. Now, if you want to go ahead and put 20 up there, that's fine. But that's what's going on. So let's calculate these out. Go ahead and stick those both in your calculator. I'm going to pause and do them right now. Okay, the first one I got is $3,232.14. And the second one, $3,277.23. So those are the two options. And the question says, what is the difference between these options? Well, if I take one and subtract the other, the difference is $45.08. So that is my answer, $45.08. Okay? Which, I know, option 2 is bigger, but that's the difference. All of that, 10% in 6 years, 10% in 5 years, 8% in 6 years, different compound or whatever, that's the difference between them. All right? Good luck.